Good morning, children. This is your social teacher Venkatratna. Welcome to social class. Right. See, how are you, all of you? Very good. I think, hoping, safe and healthy. Very good. Come to the point. And today's our class is very interesting topic, children. As last class. See, today's class is Africa. It's one of the continents. See, world second biggest continent. Second biggest continent is Africa. Okay, I will show where it is. Are you seeing the world map, children? Are you seeing the world map, all of you? Check once. Are you seeing? Very good. See, I will show you where actually it is present. Are you seeing? And this is Africa. This is Africa. Understand? World second biggest one. Okay. This Africa I am going to explain. And here also same as Europe. Physical features of Africa, climatical conditions of Africa, and what are the people, what kind of languages they are speaking, and what are the minerals are present, how the European people are capture the natural resource of Europe. Let us discuss today. Right. So I said already this is the world's second largest continent. Okay, Africa. And here let us see the boundaries of Africa first. So boundaries is nothing but north, south, east, west. What are present in north, south, east and west? Let us see, children. See, north side Mediterranean Sea is present in the north side, and south side Antarctic Ocean or Southern Ocean is present in south side, whereas east side the Indian Ocean is present and west side the Atlantic Ocean is present. These are the boundaries. Now come to the point of this physical features. Okay, so before that a small introduction I would like to tell you, children. What are the introduction? See, dense forests are present here. Dense forest is present. World biggest desert is present. Okay, and minerals, precious minerals like gold and diamonds producers are here. Understand? So to world it is a export of world countries. Diamonds and gold. And first humankind is evolved here. First humankind. Understand? So that is why Africa is called as it's a cradle of humankind. Cradle of humankind. First person was born here, children. Understand? Yes. Now it's a small introduction. Now let us see the physical features of Africa. Physical features means mountains, plateaus and plains are present under that. So meanwhile we can see the rivers also. Right. First mountain, let us see. See here two mountains are present. One is Atlas Mountains. Atlas. Here. These Atlas Mountains are covered with three countries. Okay. What are the countries here? Tunisia. Okay. Tunisia will be here. The three countries are there. And 1, 2, 3 countries are present here. Next, 3 countries covered here, Atlas Mountains. Second important mountains are Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro. So here we can see Tanzania. Country Tanzania. So here we can see Mount Kilimanjaro hills. And these Kilimanjaro is the African highest mountains. What are the highest mountains of Africa? Mount Kilimanjaro. Right. These are the two mountains present here. And second thing is plateaus. See, complete this area. 85 to 90% of Africa is covered with plateau. Complete area, children. Maximum area is covered with plateau. Very little quantities of plains are present, that too in coastal regions. Here little and here little and here little. Very little plains are present here. Okay, so this continent, only African continent consists of 85 to 90% of plateau region, and this is the major reason that's why European people did not find out the African country. Okay, only northern countries they know Europeans, and whereas Indian countries, Asian countries, they know only east side coastal area. Eastern coastal areas they know African, Asian people as well as Indian people. European people knows only north part, but inside, inland of Africa, they did not know. And what the thing that, see, they thought that already Sahara desert is there, hot temperatures are there. If they go forward of this, if go the south side of Africa, the temperatures may be very hot. They may boil. Understand? They feared about the temperatures. So that's why they did not dare that to go south side. But in 1498, when Vasco da Gama came to India, when he touched to the tip of the South African tip, Hope of Good Hope. Okay. The southern tip, then they started to come to Africa to find out the new areas of Africa. Okay, so later we will discuss that all the points and see the physical features. Right. So this vast plateau is present 85 to 90% of Africa, and this plateau area consists of narrow valleys, very narrow valleys, children. Here and there, many narrow valleys are present. These valleys are consist of pure water. You can see here. So the valleys are filled with the water. Okay, the valleys are filled with the water and forms lakes. Forms lakes. Example, here you can, are you seeing this one? This area is Victoria Lake or Lake Victoria. What it is? Lake Victoria. From this lake, the water is excess water is flowing from here to, it flows some thousands of kilometers and submerging in Mediterranean Sea. You get my point? After filling of these ponds, the lakes, the water, excess water is flowing from this way and flow continuously and finally submerging in Mediterranean Sea. This flow of water is nothing but River Nile. What it is? River Nile. World largest Nile. What it is? World largest Nile is world largest river is Nile. Understand? So where River Nile is origin? River Nile is origin in Victoria Lake. Okay. Next river. Niger, River Niger. Here Nigeria we can see, children. Nigeria is one of the biggest country in Africa. And here from Nigeria we can see River Niger. River Niger. Meanwhile we can see River Oltas. River Oltas, children. Not Olga. Where is River Olga? In Europe. But it's Oltas. River Oltas. Next thing is Congo, River Congo. See, middle of Africa, we can see Democratic Republic of Congo, middle of Africa, and beside Republic Congo we can see two countries are there. From this Democratic Republic of Congo, we can see River Congo. Okay, next, Zambezi, River Zambezi, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe country is there. From Zimbabwe we can see River Zambezi. All these rivers are origin from narrow valleys because it's a plateau region, children. Here and there many valleys are present. From the valleys all these rivers are flowing through. Okay, so these are the rivers and this is the plateau and plains I told you. And under that we have to take some more information regarding River Nile. As I said, world longest river is River Nile, and this continues nearly it moving from it passes through seven countries. Understand? Finally here if you see Egypt, what country it is? Egypt. From Egypt it is flowing through and finally submerging Mediterranean Sea. See, meanwhile we can see Sahara Desert also, children. One and only river, that is River Nile, is touching Sahara Desert also. Okay. Suppose in Egypt, if there is no Nile, what is the condition of Egypt? Egypt actually prosperous now. But suppose River Nile is not there, what is the position of Egypt? It definitely become like Sahara Desert. It is also become a desert. Because of River Nile, it is prosperous. Understand? Cairo we can see very prosperous and colorful and one of the rich city. Okay. Now, this River Nile is providing for industries. See, water is essential, children. It is useful for everything. For industrial, for human useful, agriculture, for what not. Everything water is needed. So that is why where the water is there, the development we can see. Civilization we can see. In that manner, Egypt also very developed. So that is why Egypt is called as gift of Nile. Okay, gift of Nile. It is right or not? Absolutely, 100% correct. Suppose there is no Nile, there is no prosperous of Egypt. So that is why River Nile is called as gift of Nile to Egypt. Okay, so that is about the physical features of Africa, children. Next, what are the present here? Are you seeing the parallel lines here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 lines. These parallel lines are called as latitudes. Okay. Are you seeing 0° latitude? What it called as? Equator. Very good. And second thing is 23.5 degrees south latitude, Tropic of Capricorn, and 23.5 north latitude called as Tropic of Cancer. Are you seeing or not? All these 3 latitudes. Very good. And here 3 latitudes providing different types of climatical conditions. Different types of temperatures here. Temperatures here. How we can say that? See, as usual, either sides of equator we know that 365 days hot temperature and having huge rainfall. Equatorial type of forest we can see, equatorial forest or dense forest we can say that. Okay, and after that what we can say? Above the equator, above the tropics or north side of Tropic of Cancer and south side of Tropic of Capricorn present temperate zones. These zone is called as torrid zone, and these zones are called as temperate zone. Torrid zone is receiving hot temperature, extreme heat from the sun, and whereas north part of tropics and south part of tropics we can take temperate zones. Okay, and here one is magical point of Africa, children. Continent is same, but 2 kinds of seasons they are experiencing. Right? It is correct, children. It is not wrong. It's a fact actually. Okay. How? I will show you. Equator is dividing the continent into 2 equals. Southern Africa, Northern Africa. Understand? So Northern Africa experiencing summer, suppose I am saying, and Southern Africa experiencing winter. Suppose north side winter is there, south side summer will be there. Different opposite seasons are going on in 2 sides. Okay, summer, winter, winter, summer. Like that, only 2 seasons we can see here, summer and winter. Okay, so that's why only 2 seasons let us discuss here. Okay, next. Before that, based on this equator and Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, we can see the climate. I mean hot temperature and rainfall. See, now I will show a picture, children. By showing a picture, I would like to explain this. Okay, are you seeing all of you? Only top picture you see. Top picture. Top. Only top. Are you seeing only top? Seeing? Okay. So here the dark blue one, violet color, is showing high rainfall. Next, Mediterranean rainfall. Green color showing Mediterranean rainfall. Sorry, medium rainfall. Medium rainfall. Next, brown color shows low rainfall or scanty rainfall. What it called as low rainfall or scanty rainfall. See, sometimes here absence of rainfall some years continuously. Okay. See here, based on rainfall, based on the water levels, we can see the vegetation. Am I correct or not? See, vegetation, where the water is there definitely plants will grow. So here, based on the rainfall, vegetation is present in Africa's children. See, what type of vegetation is going on in south? Down picture you see, down. Are you seeing down picture? Are you seeing? Very good. See, first dark blue, violet color, just now I showed you, no. So here, high rainfall is there. Here we can see equatorial forest or dense forest, and remaining places broad leaved trees we can see, grass, and above than that savannas. See here, we have to take savannas importance here. Savannas are receiving very low rainfall or scanty rainfall. Sometimes there is absence of rainfall also. And here, what is the speciality of savannas? Savannas, grasslands. Actually, these are hot grasslands. Okay, tropical grasslands. These grasslands are growing very high, children. How much height it is? Actually, even the elephant can hide inside. Even elephant can hide inside. So that it called as elephant grass. What it called as? Elephant grass. And brown color you can see mountainous vegetation, and mustard color is there, north and south color, where the Sahara desert is present as well as Kalahari desert is present, children. Okay, so these mustard colors two are indicating two deserts. Okay, so this is about the rainfall. First one is rainfall, distribution of rainfall, and second thing is vegetation. Okay, now I already show you Sahara desert in the middle, and here Kalahari desert in South Africa. Two deserts are present. These two deserts, very hot temperatures receiving, very scanty rainfall receiving, and dry areas, dry temperatures, dry weather we can see there. Okay, that is about climate. Now, people of Africa. The people are so different from us. Okay, easily we can identify if a person belongs to Africa or not. Am I correct or not? How can we identify, children? A person who is very height, more than 5.6 maximum, boys. Okay, even girls also so height, and physically very fit, very strong, and the brown shaded color. By seeing their fairness and their hairstyle, we can easily identify the Africans. Am I correct or not? And also, different languages we can see here. Different languages, their customs, their cultures, all different. Okay, for example, some desert areas, for example, Kalahari desert if you take, here a tribal people are living, children. Here, tribal people are called as Bushmen. What called as Bushmen. So like that, based on the areas, different kinds of people we can see here. Okay. Now, Asia, Europe and Africa. Let us see how they interlink to each other. I already explained in Europe lesson how it interlinked. So Europeans, they started their traveling to discover sea routes. Okay, did you remember last class points? Yes. In 1498, 92 Columbus came and he went some other side. Okay, he went to west side. Understand? West, and he reached to Caribbean islands. Fine. Now, next, 1498, Vasco da Gama came to find out India. Then he completely come to south side and touch the tip of South Africa. Then he knows that okay, much land is there, south of this continent, much land is there, and even here there is no temperatures. How we experience in the north side, that kind of temperatures are not there here. And even we can see thunderstorms. Okay, thunderstorms. He noticed that. And of course he finally reached to Kerala, India, and he discovered sea route to India. Okay, then what happened? Slowly after Vasco da Gama, slowly other people also came to find out new places of Africa. Okay, one by one, Portuguese, German, France, England, Dutch, who are not, every person, every country of Europe came to Africa, and they slowly find out the natural resources of Africa. Right. So then what he started? He wanted to capture all the wealth and send to their countries. Okay. And before that, Britishers especially, too much intelligent fellows are Britishers. Okay, how they captured India? In the same manner, wherever natural resources are there, completely they wanted to destroy that. Either they wanted to capture and destroy the surrounding areas. Their thinking is that cruel mentality persons those are. Okay, then what happened? They find out two ways. One is for America, second is for Africa. Am I correct or not? Now, America also they found. In America, North America and as well as South America also, two areas. And here they found the open grasslands. What they found? They found open grasslands, children. Much plain lands are there. Here, agriculture, the land is very much useful for agriculture. But the problem is there is no labor. There is no labor to work out. Because island, the England is very small island. I showed in the last class. Okay, from that island, the people, the workers are very less to work out. That's why then they got an idea, why don't they use the African people for the agriculture purpose? Because Africans are physically fit, very strong persons. If they provide them a small quantity of work completely, from morning to night they can work out. Okay, innocent people, uneducated people, whatever they said, just they obey them. That kind of people, Europeans captured them and sent into North America and South America for workout. And slowly what happened, children? In 16th century started slavery. Trading, slave trading. See how they are behaving, children. I will show you a picture. How the behavior. Are you seeing the picture? And here, see how they are treating him like an animal. Okay, how we are treating a dog or a cat, any animal. Like that, the slave people are taking by using a chain. Are you seeing a chain? The neck of the person? See, what is a bad treatment on people? Like that, they collected people. They collected people from Africa and sent to North America and South America. 16th, 17th centuries, what happened? Here, the slave trading business is prosperous, well developed. Intelligent African people were there. They are taking the authority to sell the slaves. Understand? So 16th and 17th century, continuously the trade was prosperous. They are selling the slaves to whatever the European wants. But here what happened? The slave when are moving from one place to another because of malnutrition, because of lack of food providing, medicine providing, the people were, some lakhs of people were died. Very bad it is. And when sent to the North America, either North America and South America, in the traveling, they used to take waterways. It takes nearly some months to go there. In these months, when the people are traveling there, there is no adjustment. There is no proper arrangement to send the people. Because of the stress, the pressure, some millions of people were died. Slave people were died. Very bad condition it was. Okay, but whatever it may be, finally the trading was prosperous. But in America, 18th century, exactly I can say that 1850 in America, 1860 in America completely abolished slavery. What abolished? Slavery in America. See how many years they struggled. For a long struggle, this slavery system was abolished by the American government in 1860, children. What a good thing. Okay, so that is the one good thing was happened. But here what happened? All Europeans came to Africa. They captured many areas of Africa. For example, France here, Britain here. Okay, that's somewhere. German some other places. So like that, complete areas are captured by Europeans. Only one country is left, children. Only one country is left. It is independent country. The country did not occupied by any European country. Okay, what is this? This country is Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Only this country is independent. Remaining all countries are captured. What these Europeans are doing, see? They know that natural resources are there and some areas are suitable for plantation. Okay, tea, coffee, rubber, tobacco. Okay, so all this and coca. Do you know coca, children? What is coca? Are you eating chocolates or not? Yes. See, coca is nothing but it is a thing which is using for preparation of chocolates. Okay, so all this plantation is extensively done in Nigeria. Where is Nigeria? Here it is. In Nigeria. Tea, coffee, rubber, tobacco, etc. plantation was going on. Oil palm. And here under plantation, tea, coffee, rubber and tobacco. Along with that, rubber also extensively they planted there. And coca, which is useful for chocolate preparation, also going on, children. All these are giving more profit to European countries. So along with that, minerals, many minerals, valuable minerals like copper, tin, diamonds. Okay, diamonds and gold. Gold and diamonds are precious metals. Along with that, metal, oil. For example, petroleum. Petroleum are discovered in Africa. Okay, so all these are very valuable and giving more profit to the people. And this was noticed by the European people, and slowly they wanted to capture all this wealth and sending to their countries. And here, of course, their nature it was. We can't do anything. But even they did not think about the environment also. They are using but they never think about the environment. They spoil the environment. They did not think about the land. Okay, because land also spoiled. Weather is spoiled. Environment completely spoiled. And even they did not think about the people of Europe. Because of the bad condition, bad atmosphere, people become illness. Even that also they completely forgot. But forgetting, they earn huge quantities of money and they send to their countries. But whatever it may be, finally children, the last centuries, African countries become independent. Understand? African countries become independent. How the Asian countries like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Indonesian countries have got the independence, in the same manner African countries become independent countries. Okay, hoping that all points you understand very well. If you have any doubt, children, you just comment me. I'll reply you definitely. Okay. If you want, you can see the video many times, children. Have a good day. Thank you.